target crowd.
Press the button. Press the button. Press. Hey, Seth. Seth. Hi guys.
Boy, am I sober.
Alpha, are you Alpha?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. Right in the cake.
Look at this. Look.
I can't juggle, but I can do that.
Good.
Yeah. Let's see it.
Yeah, I like it. I still don't know what I'm trying to do. He's not here yet.
Hold it.
Want to wave? Hello, everybody. Sap. Get him here. Thank you.
Pastor of one of the longest standing churches in our neighborhood. It gives me pleasure to introduce Father Kelly from St. Pat's Parish. He is going to give us the blessing for the day.
Before I give a blessing, I just like a few words of sharing. Of course, there are an awful lot of young people here, and 70 years, perhaps, might seem like a long, long time, and it is. But I thought I'd just go over a few points to help understand what's been happening in 70 years with the system here. Of course, for one thing, I've seldom been in here, God help me. On the other hand, thousands of parishioners of St. Patrick's have been here over the course of the past 70 years. Indeed, my curate there some years ago used to be in a system all the time. Father Jude McGill, somebody might remember him, used to talk about the system in his homilies. And then again, pastoral assistant was brought up here wet. He's an immigrant from Bolivia. Tell me he couldn't speak any English, but he used to come to the system here and ask for 2 hot dogs. So therefore, he was taken care of, even though he couldn't understand any English at the time. But just to review a few things, perhaps you won't hear of it otherwise. Of course, they've already spoken about this particular system as being the mother of all the New York systems in the state, and I suppose maybe for a lot of other places.
Mommy?
But it was opened in 1927, and you know, that was the year in which Calvin Coolidge was President of the United States. I wonder how many of you young people heard of Calvin Coolidge. They knew him as a silent Cal. And it was a year also in which Lindbergh crossed the Atlantic Ocean, which was a great, great event. One man in his plane crossed the Atlantic. And being pastor of St. Patrick's Parish, of course, I would have a kind of a little personal thing here. St. Patrick's 86 years old when this place was open. And in the same year, the school we had down there, the cornerstone was laid for it. Look at the cornerstone, it's 1927. So therefore, all that, should we say, year 1927. You stop to think of it, it was just 2 years before the Great Depression began, which was in 1929. And that was an era for people with great poverty, great unemployment, the likes of which we haven't seen since, thank God. You might say that through all that, you know, this restaurant thrived. You wonder how many men came into this restaurant, you know, you might say their last nickel, the last dime to buy a cup of coffee and a wiener, you know? In those years, 1929 up to almost World War II. And then World War II, you stop to think of it, how many young men that came to this place perhaps went off to war. I don't know, perhaps some of them never returned from that war who had been, we say, customers here at the system. And then again, we think of the Korean conflict, of the early 1950s, the Vietnam conflict. And then again, for many of you, of course, who are young, you don't realize that there are many prosperous things around the Smith Hill at that time. There's a Brown and Shop Manufacturing Company down Promenade Street. There was Nicholson File. There was the American Screw Company over North Main Street. A lot of things that are not there now. And so therefore, the system, if you will, you know, thrived, and with those things, and if they didn't thrive, the system, I'm sure, didn't. But there was also a saying that went, you know, that as Brown and Sharp went, so Smith Hill went. So therefore, Brown and Sharp was thriving, you might say Smith Hill thrived. And there was also, I didn't mention, your West Rubber down there. This present time, you know. Thank God, you might say, for the gift that the system has been down in Smith Hill, Father of all of us, you know, the continuous blessing upon the Pappas family, upon, should we say, all those who work here, and in a very special way, this blessing may be upon this system, this restaurant that is doors we've opened for many, many a year to come. You might say, for the decades, beginning a new millennium, the year 2000, very shortly after, maybe, with God's help, this will be around the year 2097, hopefully, whatever. We ask God's blessing for that. We do this in the name of Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you.
Great honor and pleasure to this next fine, extraordinary individual. And if anybody wants to know who's guilty, we are. I would like to introduce the manager of the day shift, the original New York system. He has something he wants to say. Before he says this, I would like to ask my friend, our boss, the owner of the original New York system, come join us, Ernie Pappas.
Father Kelly. Wonderful. Very cool words. Thank you, Father. All the wonderful people that are here today. I was so amazed. I still can't believe it. What a surprise. Words cannot express my gratitude. I want to thank all these good men for getting this affair together. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There you go.
From the City of Providence, citation to the original New York System restaurant. I, Vincent A. Cianci Jr., Mayor of the City of Providence, do by here confer upon you this citation a recognition of your 70th anniversary as a beloved Providence institution, renowned for the best eats on Smith Hill, exceptional customer service, good neighborly talk, and an atmosphere of welcoming, winning you legions of loyal customers throughout the years, and giving you the heartiest congratulations and best wishes of the residents of Providence, who wish the original New York System on this very special occasion many more years of growth and success. Given under the seal of the Mayor of the City of Providence, this 12th day of July, 1997, Vincent A. Cianci Jr., Mayor. Of the State of Rhode Island and Providence Plantations, citation. Be it hereby known to all that the Rhode Island House of Representatives hereby offers its sincerest congratulations to Ernest Pappas and family in recognition of 70 years as owners and operators of the original New York System restaurant. The entire membership extends its very best wishes on this memorable occasion and expresses the hope for continued good fortune. Given this 12th day of July, 1997, at the State House in Providence, Rhode Island, proposed by John B. Howard, Speaker, and James R. Laverton, Secretary of State.
In regards to just matter short probably get back at me, but it's okay.
We win. At this time, we have another special guest. We would like to come up here, and I'm going to ask Tom's day shift manager to come back and introduce our next guest.
Our next guest is someone that I've only known for about 2 weeks. And we made our contact through a telephone conversation, and I invited her here to be here this afternoon because it would be not only a great honor for all of us here. I am very proud to present to all of us Miss Rhode Island, Connie Herrera.
Thank you. Thank all of you. It's quite an honor to be here. A business who has been here for 70 years. You should just be so proud of yourself and your accomplishments over the years. I mean, it's wonderful to see everyone here who has turned out to be here on such a wonderful occasion. And Rhode Island. What would Rhode Island do without New York System Company? It's been an icon. I've been here for 7 years now, and I couldn't imagine Rhode Island without it. Thank you for having me. And congratulations on 70 years.
Before we ask Miss Rhode Island to leave, let me say something to you. It gives me great pleasure to stay inside Miss Rhode Island. Because when I was a little boy, my favorite music teacher was Crown Miss Rhode Island. And to wish her well, we'd like to present this little token to her. And let me tell you, the colors on it, That means America. We wish her well on her journey to Atlantic City to become Miss America.
Just a couple of more parts of this afternoon's program. I think Norman has some awards he'd like to present this time.
The first award, let me tell you something about this fine gentleman. He is outstanding. He has touched the heart of myself and my manager, day manager Tom. And it gives me great pleasure to ask this gentleman, whether he be my boss, my friend, Ernie Pappas, to come up here once again, because these awards will come from the manager. Ernie, would you like to join us? Let me say, in recognition of 70 years, he planned this event for this fine family, and it gives me no more greater pleasure than to present this to Ernie. I have a mug, and it's split up, and it says New York System on it, and on the back it says, to Ernie Pappas, congratulations on serving the state of Rhode Island for the past 70 years, and it has the date on the back. We'd like to give it the next award, let me tell you, when you start a restaurant, you only see 4 more. And I feel bad he can't be here. I want to tell you what he's all about. This is an extraordinary individual in the 4 walls of the building. It takes people to run a restaurant. I can find no greater individual than a man who's been my friend, and he's been employed here for 30 years, half of this tonight. And I have a cup with a New York System sign on it, and it says, congratulations to Paco on 30 years of employment at the original New York System. When he's not here, I feel bad. The next one, and I'm going to tell you about this one. I want to get shot. But I would like to invite another extraordinary individual in this family to come up here and join me, and he can shoot me later. And I would like to ask my boss, Gus Pappas, to join me. You know, this gives me pleasure and pride because I work and he pleases me as much as his dad does. But we have another cup, and it says New York System, and it says to Gus Pappas, congratulations on the 70th anniversary of original New York System, and it has the date on it. Thank you. Let me tell you about this next one now. Let me tell you something about this next extraordinary individual. It took 11 years to find him. 11 years of me being here to find him. But when you've got 4 walls and you've got a restaurant, sometimes there's people behind the scenes that go unnoticed. And whenever the call went through, this person has given the managers her heart. And it gives us great pleasure to ask the wife of Gus Pappas, Joe Perry. Call goes on. I need a call to her about knowing her husband was at work. And I said to her, is your husband home? He said, no. I said, good, I don't want to talk to you. And I told her what was going on. Well, you can see my calls didn't go unanswered, they're here. And I'd like to thank you, and it's a pleasure meeting you, and we'd like to give you this. And Hope you always remember the day that this happened. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I want to thank you all for coming today. I didn't have anything prepared, so I have my grocery list I'd like to read to you. Thank you. Thanks everyone for coming. It's a wonderful surprise here. Speechless. Thank you. Hope we go day by day here, so we hope we get past today, tomorrow, and so forth and so on.
The day shift manager has something he would like to read.
Good.
Someone else was supposed to be here this afternoon to join us in our party, but he gave me a call here Thursday afternoon. He was unable to be here because he's going to a wedding. It's Doug White from Channel 10, who's a very good friend of mine. So him and his wife Barbara send their best wishes to everyone here. And I have one last letter to read. July 8, 1997, Mr. and Mrs. Ernest Pappas, original New York System restaurant, Providence, Rhode Island. Dear Ernie and Helen, can you imagine that 70 years have passed, and today I'm sure it brings you many memories. Among these memories will be fun ones, I'm sure, funny ones and amazing ones. For these are all part of one's life experience and journey. Today you are thinking of the Smith Street neighborhood and how it's changed. Your work schedule, your past employees, your own running around for the store. You also must be thinking about your retirement and the continuation of what you started. That the business, the first New York System style restaurant in the state, is still functioning and still with the family. A true success story. And also today, you should also be thinking about your current workers who planned this gathering and marked this 70th anniversary. A sign of the close bonds and respect established throughout the years. This is the best success story of any business undertaking. To have a caring, respect relationship with your co-workers. Thus to all of you, but especially Ernie and Helen, the founders. Happy 70th anniversary. To many more years to come, with good service, good health, and continued respect among each other. Sincerely yours, Father Andrew George, the Greek Orthodox Parish of Greater Providence.
Presentation, I feel bad I didn't have. We'd like to thank everybody who made this possible. There's a scroll on the wall you can read on the list. What I have one is top the list. And let me tell you, he's an extraordinary individual. He's had a place in my heart as big as the family has. And I can't say enough about his family. He is my co-worker. And through many suppers, Tuesday night, this is what it's all about. I would like to ask Tom Lewis, the day shift manager, come up here. He deserves a real big thank you. He said no, but I feel different. And he will get his presentation later. And I'd like to thank all you for coming. By the way, I gotta run because I'm gonna get shot. Come on, get shot.